So I'm going to start with a big question, which is, of course, you've got some great performances from young actors here. You're also working with animals. Is the never work with children or animals line just a complete lie?
The children one, I think if you get kids that are dedicated and excited and want to be there, then that's obviously a plus. So I don't feel it with the children thing. The animals definitely. Oh, it's always so hard. I know there was one, we were waiting half a day for a cat to walk out a door at one point. Half a day. Everyone just sitting there like, oh my God, come on. But imagine being a cat, like, and you're gonna walk out the door and you're sitting there and there's like a big camera and people behind. Come on, come out. I was like, I'm going out. Half a day though. Oh my God. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Animals are tough. But it's always worth it, I think, in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, that cat did a great walk through the door in the end, I'm sure.
I know. It's an but I believed it. I believed it was motivated to get out there. It was hard. It was hard to get it. It needed its own trailer, its green room, so we accommodated.
I mean, I know that you've put like young people through hell in both your films so far, so I just want to know, like, why do younger characters make for more interesting horror protagonists for you both?
I just find that there's like, especially with the performers, there's something really raw and real because they are drawing from themselves and from real life, and there's something about that that feels so natural on camera. There's something about finding a new talent that's gonna hopefully like branch out and like have a massive career that can only be spawned from these films. So there's something about that it feels really exciting. And then I think that because Talk to Me and Bring It Back were developed at the same time and they were inspired by similar things, that they inherently feel like brother sister films and have like the same sort of DNA. Yeah. But I think you write from things that scare you and stuff from like with youth is, especially when you put yourself in those situations or remember things from when you're younger, it has a lasting effect on you. So maybe that could be a thing as well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because yeah, you're always right. Like what's really frightening to you, and like the idea of like somebody that's there to protect the kids having like a different motive, like that is just terrifying. And there's just so many different things. Like even like when you're writing and like metal on teeth is upsetting and freaks me out. So it's like writing a whole scene based on that. So it's always like drawing from those sort of things.
Yeah. And the terror here, more so than the metal in the teeth, is Sally Hawkins. Like, I'm
Yeah.
on edge the second that she appears, which is not how I usually react to Sally Hawkins on screen. I've seen you say that her character is like inspired by like characters from Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, all of these like classic Scream Queen characters. I mean, I want to know, considering that Sally's never played a role like that before, why was she your top choice for someone in that sort of horror lineage?
Well, we love like the idea of working with a character actor was always the dream and the goal. And like Sally Hawkins feels like a modern day Betty Davis to me, and someone that like and like in like like really allows herself to get consumed by these roles. And it was so exciting to us because she'd never done anything like it. And we did not think that she'd say yes. So when we found out that she loved the script, that she connected with the character and she was excited to do it, our minds were blown. And it was, she brought a human quality to the character. It wasn't an outright evil. She brought the human aspect to it. That's the thing that she connected with. It wasn't that it was a horror film. She liked the storytelling and she loved the character. Yeah. So it was working on that aspect. And then it was so exciting building up to those bigger scenes because we tried to shoot it in chronological order as much as possible. We knew those scenes were coming, and she would go on that journey with the character and absolutely lose her mind. It was incredible to watch.
Yeah. Danny, I've seen that whilst writing, one of your starting points was actually sort of a curiosity about your friend's younger sister who's nearsighted and how she sort of navigates the world. And I think that one of the strong points of the film is how sensitively you handle Piper's sort of vision impairment around all of this like intense horror carnage. So I just want to know, was it a challenge to like depict that sensitively whilst, also trying not to exploit it for the sake of the horror thrill ride?
Yeah, it was always about trying to find her perspective and her point of view and like integrating that into the film and thematically her experience is so like speaks to everything and caters to everything that the film was trying to say. And it's always about collaborating with those actors and with any actor and making sure that they can put themselves into the role and like have those things feel really authentic. So she's able to change lines if she wants to change lines. She's able to like navigate scenes and like interact with things in a way that feels true to her. And it's never like putting up any red tape and tape. and letting the actors know that there's like, especially a young actor, that there's no such thing as a bad take. There's no such thing as a bad performance. Like, you can't let anyone down. Like, we're all finding this together, and that's always like a really rewarding thing, is to have someone bring their authenticity and their truth to the screen and to the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was always like, we knew we were 100% we're going to cast a non-sighted or vision impaired actor. That was like 100%, no matter what, was going to be portrayed properly.
Yeah. And also in terms of like just like talk to me, exploring grief again, but in such an intense, setting. I mean, do you ever feel like you need to tread carefully when exploring that theme?
A very close family friend right at the start of pre-production, and he was only 23 years old, and so like that those emotions were so extreme, and there was no time for us to process it and no way to navigate it, because we were on set and we were having sets being built and the actors were coming in. We couldn't pause anything, so the film became a way for us to really, really process that. And it really changed the tone of the entire film. And scenes that were shot to be scary were ended up really sad. And it changed the entire ending of the movie. But that felt like a real free, like more so than Talk to Me does, a really, really raw and expressive film.
And I feel like it's therapeutic for people. Like, so the friend that we lost, his mum came to the screening, and I was a bit worried about her coming, because it does deal with the, kind of similar. She lost her child so recently. I didn't know how she would react to it, and I was kind of afraid with it. But she watched it and she loved it. She thought it was a way to it was so therapeutic to her, and she was able to. Like she was able to come to terms with these emotions in a different way. She was, so it was a very cathartic experience for her. She loved the movie. So it's always a thing. It's like, yeah, it's a way to express it, and it's a very powerful. Art is such a powerful way to face these things.
Sorry, we just got some posters.
Yeah, yeah.
Feel free to show them off on the camera. I'll happily look at the posters.
Oh yeah. What is?
I think one of them is like a fan look at back poster. A24 sent us some cool stuff. So it's like, it was
Oh,
like a
that
fan
looks
art.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like an old school 1950s horror poster
With Jonah.
with Jonah. Yeah.
And then what's the other one?
Oh god, there was one
Oh
more.
no, it just came in. Quick, run it.
I'm hurrying. Yeah, it's another fan art. More fans. Yeah.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Love posters.
So I am getting told to wrap. So I'm just going to quickly ask, talk to me. Currently in development, I saw that you'd written two separate scripts. What is the current ETA on that?
Oh, I have no idea, because we're writing another horror film right now, and it's like it's just about finishing something and feel like, what is the most exciting and what's the most, what's the best way to be able to express ourselves in that moment of time. So I'm not sure. I am on the fence of what we're going to film next, but if we don't shoot it next, it'll be the one after that for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing anything that you both do. But yeah, a pleasure chatting with you. Please ship one of those posters to the UK, and hopefully chat to you again on the next one. Take care.
Awesome. Thanks so much.